This is something I've been wanting to show you for quite a while, but I've been afraid that showing it off and being excited about it will jinx it. Do you see these? We're in my basement. I could put grow lights in. Do you see those? Those are all from the same set of seeds. Do you know which one's the oldest? This one. The primary leaves looked exactly the same, which is those down there. And from there, everything changed. It looks like a fully formed, let me hold this different. It looks like a fully formed little tree. Is that not the neatest little set of genetics you've seen in the longest time? These are all thornless black locust seeds, which you might recall I was having a lot of trouble figuring out how to get to sprout. Now, I cannot speak to thorned black locust seeds because that is not something I want. But for our native, genetically thornless black locusts, I found that the method of germination is to pick them while the pods are still green, very plump, but still green. And then I put 1 to 2 seeds in each of the little pots, and I soaked them. And I let them soak in enough water for them to be like pretty soggy. And then I let them completely dry out, honestly by neglect. Every time I've let these completely dry out, a couple new ones have sprouted over the last 6 months, which is why we have 2 outside, 1 about a foot tall inside. This one, the tip keeps dying off. And then we have one that's just like 3 inches tall. This one's really, really newly sprouted. It's not dwarfed like this little one. And then we have one this size. And then we have ones this size. And then an alarm went off, so I hope you didn't hear that. And then we have this size. And I do need to pot a bunch of these up because I would say this one and that one are the same size. Just, I haven't done the action. So I figured out how, and you can see there's water in the bottom of there. That's one that's been potted up or that I saw rot on top. You know, so it goes. So this is the germination method, direct from the tree. Hi, Randall. You helping? You always helping. I go pick your nose. You got snot. Yeah, you nasty kitty. Here you are. Hi. So this is the method for sprouting thornless, which love river sides. They love marginal and flood zones. And I do not think that the thorny black locusts prefer that same area. I think they're a little more dry zone type of area, or a little farther up on the bank where just the tips of their roots can go in the water because they like a little more dry. But the thornless, genetically thornless variety, don't let the seeds go dormant and hard. Pick them when they're very plump, but still green in the pod. And then absolutely drench it. Let it soak for at least a week. Have it sitting in water for at least a week. And then start to let it completely dry out. And it's the moment that they hit that drought period. And then as soon as you see them sprout, water again. That's how it works. I figured it out all on my own, and I'm super, super excited about all of these thornless black locusts. I do have 1 planted outside, 2 potted outside, and it just snowed today. And then this really, really cool little bonsai, natural bonsai genetic form. I can't wait to see how that expresses as it grows, but again, I'm so afraid I'll jinx it. Like, you don't understand how nervous I am to say anything about this cute little 1.5 inch adorable little black locust. It's definitely a black locust. Like, look at those. Look at how dainty. I cut my finger. Let me not show you my boo-boo. That's like that low growing moss there. And then all of the leaves are these tiny little dainty. Yes, Randall, you're clinging on me. You're making problems in my life. Come on, chill. Everyone thinks they want the Velcro cat until the Velcro cat is constantly picking at their clothes and just hanging off of them. Huh. You are too much, sir. You are so much too much, sir. Go back to bed. You're only not annoying when you're sleeping and when I'm holding you. And I can't hold you all the time. I'm busy. Jeez. And there's all these little branches up in here. I'm afraid to hurt it. It's so delicate. It's just this cool genetic expression. Especially when compared to one that's like just a couple weeks old. And this one's like 6 months old. And this one's just a few weeks. So, thornless black locust, germination and genetic deviation. Some of these are completely thornless. And some of them have these tiny little, you can see it right by this right at this Y. Tiny little soft spur that doesn't jab at all. That's what most of them have. It's just these tiny little, very soft spurs. Nothing that hurts even in the least. You are not helpful, sir. And then this one, even smaller. And there were a couple that there's one outside that is definitely 100% thornless. This one, whoops. This one, okay, a couple of the leaves are missing here, but this one has actual thorns on its leaf stem, because they're compound leaves, and I forget the technical term for this bit that falls off in the wintertime with the leaf, but this one actually has thorns on its little leaf spurs in certain places, so either that or that's a lead trunk, I don't know. So those are the variety. Randall, you are in the wrong place. And I hope you found that interesting. I found that super interesting. I'm just stoked. I'm so happy I finally cracked the code. Because these are becoming a genetic rarity. Thornless, not something you see in locusts very often at all. So, yay, is what I think. And yeah, it is a genetic variance. It's genetically distinct. It can crossbreed, so you do need to grow them out to know if they will express fully thornless or just like with the soft spurs, or if they've got too much of the other genetics in them. But it's great. Come on, buddy. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Thank you. Such a pain in the butt you are. Yep. So, yay, thornless black locust trees. Take care. And thank you so much for visiting the basement alongside the cliffside. This has been permaculture and native plant genetic rescue. Take care. Bye.